this video, I'm going to be addressing 5 ways to start on your makeup no-buy. Recently, I've been talking about all things minimalism and decluttering in terms of makeup and how to stop buying it. So I thought that I would address 5 ways to start your makeup no-buy journey. Now, because I have been on this journey myself, I'm going to give some personal anecdotes to show how these are the things that helped me to continue on my journey. So, the first tip, go through all of your makeup. This is just like the Marie Kondo approach. If you've read her book or seen her television show, she advocates for going through all of your stuff rather than just looking at one clothing item at a time. Taking everything out of your closet, putting it on the ground, and really looking at each item. This is what you have to do with your makeup. So when I first went through my makeup stash to see what I could get rid of, I didn't actually go through everything. And part of this was because I didn't know where I was keeping all of my makeup. I sort of had things all over the place. But I only went through the items that I had used most recently, so I wasn't getting a feel for the full scale. You're gonna actually need to go through all of your makeup products, everything that could be expired from like high school, everything. Next up, you need to identify the items that you have no interest in owning anymore. So these are probably the things that are expired and just need to go in the garbage, or the items that you are going to give to friends and family. Items that you know could still have a lot of use left in them, but you never reach for them, and so they might as well go to someone else. This is going to be helpful because if you have all your makeup in a pile and then a separate pile for items you're getting rid of, this is very encouraging to see, how much stuff you can just take out of the equation, whereas the rest of the items will take a lot more work. You're probably going to have your items which you will keep definitely, and then you're going to have the majority of the items, which are things that you can't decide about. Maybe you have to use them a couple times in order to decide if it's worth keeping them, or maybe you want to use them up even if you don't particularly like them. So make sure that you have the items that you are no longer interested in owning in a separate pile. Just completely take them out of the equation. And then from those items that you know you're going to be keeping, put those away as usual, and then you will have that collection of items that you are going to have to work through. So from there, set aside the items that you are definitely keeping. You don't have to worry about those for a while. What we're going to work on next is the items that you are maybe for. Tip number 3, make a capsule collection every month. This will be super helpful in the longevity of your makeup no-buy, because you know that every single month you will be trying different products. Even if you're not actually buying anything new, it will feel like something new at the beginning of every month. So this has been really big in clothing, the idea of having a certain number of things that you are going to wear every month, and then it's just easier. You don't have to sort through your whole wardrobe. You just know that these are the 15 sweaters that I'm wearing this month and the 4 pairs of pants, that sort of idea. And every month you're going to switch up what you are doing. This is going to ensure that you stay creative, you stay interested in the makeup that you have. It doesn't have to be completely different items every month, but if you are trying to finish off certain items, then this will be very helpful in getting through those items. Especially if you're not in love with the product, then you know that you only have to use it for a month, and at the end of the month you can decide if you want to get rid of that product or continue using it for the next month until you finish it. But make a capsule collection. Tip number 4, this sort of goes along with that, switch it up. You are going to have to be creative in order to stay motivated and sticking to this makeup no-buy. Otherwise, you're just gonna get discouraged, bored of the makeup that you use. And it's sort of like a diet in this sense, because if you're dieting and you're eating the same foods every single day, you're gonna get bored of those foods, and it's really not going to be sustainable long term. So you do have to switch it up and eat different foods. It's just the same as makeup. If you want it to last, if you want to stay dedicated to your makeup no-buy, you're gonna have to change things up. Tip number 5, this is another way to stay motivated and encouraged about your makeup no-buy, and this I've noticed has been very satisfying for me. So what I've done is I've kept every single item that I've finished throughout this makeup no-buy. So I've been at this since January, so it's been almost a year that I've been doing a makeup no-buy, and since the beginning of January, every single item that I finished off I kept it. So I can see it right now. I have it in a box just over there, and it's actually quite a large box. This box right here, this is all of the things that I am getting rid of or that I have finished. And a lot of it is skincare. It's not just makeup. Skincare, you know, obviously is larger packages than a little foundation or something like that. But it's been super encouraging to see how many products I can actually finish if I set my mind to it, and if I'm not buying new products, so that I'm, you know, switching off what I'm using and never getting to finish it. So that has been very encouraging. The last tip I'm going to recommend is that you tell people that you are doing this makeup no buy. In this way, it's also like a diet, because you are staying accountable. You don't want to disappoint, not really disappoint, but you don't want people to think that you've just backed out because it was too difficult. So whenever I finish a product, I send a snap or a picture to my friends, and I'm like, look, I finished this item. I've been working on it for months and I'm finally done, so now I can try the next item. I'm so excited about this. And I found that there's been a super positive response, and some of my friends are doing the same thing now, and they're trying to work through their own makeup collection. Not necessarily doing a makeup no buy, but they are trying to finish what they have. So in this way, they will get into it and they will give you your support, and this helps enormously. So I was editing this video and I realized that I somehow had no outro clip. I don't know if I accidentally deleted it or I just never filmed it to begin with, but I just wanted to come back here and say thank you so much for watching my video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe down below. Let me know what you thought of these tips and if they were helpful in any way. I'm doing a whole series on doing makeup no buy and decluttering, so I will link that playlist as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these tips and if they were helpful in any way. Also, let me know if you have any ideas for future videos, as I will be doing a ton more videos like this. Thank you so much. Bye bye.